James, what's going on, bro? TJ, Larry, Alejandro, what's going on, boys and girls out there? If there's any girls, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday, Crypto FUD, and let's jump right into this, guys. So I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Let's jump right into this. So we got a couple big things to cover. Typical market. We'll go over everything. If you guys have any questions on DeFi or anything like that, obviously let me know. What's going on, Art? So I was trying to crack open a tea, but I was told that it's a little too early to start drinking tea around here. And I was like, are you kidding me? About to go live. I need a tea next to me, and people are judging me. So I'm drinking water right now, guys. What's going on, Alejandro? We got two Alejandros in the house. He said, sup, just waiting for the next pump to become a whale. Nice. Gino, what's going on? I'm Batman. Bro, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, bro? Fedigerio, what's going on, bro? What is going on, people? Well, let's just jump right into this. So, like I said right when we first started, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Saturday, got a 3-day weekend. I mean, it's already started, but Monday, I know a lot of people that are working are off, which is nice. The markets will be closed. Obviously, the traditional market's not crypto. Crypto doesn't sleep, so neither should I, right? Or neither should we, right? So with Bitcoin right now, you guys can see we are sitting, like I said last night on last night's stream, we're literally sitting right at 69,000, which I said most likely we're going to be chopping around for right now. And it's most likely due to, I haven't even checked yet. We're going to check here in a minute together. But there's probably just not a lot of volume coming into the market right now. We have the holiday, the Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people are on vacation or they're just, with family, whatever the case is. And then we have our traditional weekends where it just usually slows down during the weekend. Usually, right? So I'm expecting Bitcoin in majority of the market. Maybe there's going to be some one-off projects that are, possibly breaking out. But for the most part, we're going to probably see just a sideways kind of choppiness for right now. Now, I did throw on the table sometimes if we have these like Memorial Day, Labor Day, like come to some of these little holidays, sometimes you will start seeing a little bit of a pump, or a takeoff on those holidays. So we'll see if this weekend plays out like that. But I'm not really expecting much. So Silver Bars, good morning, man. Nice glass of coffee. All right. I already had all my energy this morning. Been at the gym. I even on the weekends, bro. Like I sleep in. If I sleep in, it's like 7 a.m. I'm getting up and I'm like, just like, like if someone just slept into like 11 or 12, that's like my 7 o'clock. Because you guys know during the weekdays, I get up at 5 every day. I start my day early and hit the gym and stuff like that. So, Rugged, what's going on? So, so Bitcoin, nothing too crazy. I mean, I'm happy just to see it sitting at that 69 level for two reasons. Obviously, 69, and then, 69, right? 69 is a solid level. I was telling you guys this a few weeks ago. When we got up to 69, us holding that 69 level, people are kind of like, well, we've been to 73, 70. Holding that 69,000, people don't realize, bro, for what, 3 years, that was like our all-time high. So us bouncing and holding support around or above the 69,000 is a big, big thing, and it just sets us up for some big moves as soon as the market really starts to take off. I don't think people really understand that, right? So us being on a Saturday, Bitcoin's above 69,000 just sitting there is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Looking at Solana right now, Solana kind of doing the same thing. Pivotal spot, almost like Bitcoin 69. Solana is going to be that 167 mark right there. It's going to be a big spot for some what we want to see as support. You guys can see we bounced off of it already. What was this? Yeah, about 5 days ago we bounced, and that's when we ran up to about 188, almost 190. So big spot that we really want to hold. Obviously, we have another spot here that's just as important, 162. But for now, we are holding that 167 mark. So this pretty much sums up the market right here, right? We saw some nice runs a lot in the last few days. We have retraced slightly, but we're basically coming back and retesting a lot of pivotal spots, setting us up for a big run whenever the markets really just start to take off, which I'm not going to say it, right? You guys already know about, the week coming up. I don't want to say anything because it always I feel like I jinx, us as far as all that stuff. So I'm not going to say anything, but we'll see how it plays out. So Rug said, bro, it's 7 o'clock here in Cali. Well, wake up, bro. You know why? Because it's 5 o'clock somewhere else. So get yourself a drink and let's start pouring up. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that because then you know what? You're going to be asleep by like 1 o'clock today. Your time, not mine. Looking at the crypto bubbles. Let's see here. We only have 12 people in here. Let me see. We have 19 now. What the hell? You guys better wake up. You guys better wait. See, if I started the stream later, we'd have like 50, 60 people in here. Right? But it's like, unfortunately, like some weekends, like in the middle of the day, I already have stuff going on. So I'd rather just get us a stream in the morning and whoever, like people that later on in the day, they wake up, they start watching, so. But looking at the crypto bubbles, craziness. We have some big bubbles over here. Core is up 32%. I think this thing's been running for the last like week. Uniswap, I noticed yesterday was running pretty well, and it's up another 15%. Arweave, or that's not Arweave. Aave is up. Ondo, where's Craig at? Ondo's been steadily moving up. WorldCoin back up into the mix. Is this Athena? Yep, it is Athena. So you see most of the market right now looks great. We do have some projects that are slightly down, but for the most part you can see everything's kind of holding or up, 2 to 5% right now. So it doesn't look bad. The weeklies look great though. If you zoom out and look at the weeklies, PEPE up 50%, BONK 40%, Ondo 26%, Arbitrum almost 20%, Ethereum still holding 20%, guys. Still holding that 20%. Ethereum Classic 10, Beam 14%. You guys can see for the week we look great. We look fantastic. So that's pretty much what the markets are doing right now as far as, up and down kind of thing. But at the end of the day, if you really zoom out, at least for the week, everything is steadily in the green. So everything looks good. Let's see here. I see a lot of movement going on with our project. So I'm just looking to see what the hell is going on, guys. Nice. We got some good buys coming in on NFK. Looks good. Looks good. We actually, I don't know if I announced this yesterday. Look at this. We have almost 94%, 93.6% liquidity locked on the project. We're actually, when I get off the stream today, literally right when I get off stream today, I'm going to lock up the remaining of what I can lock up. So I don't have the full 100%, but I'm able to lock up. I think it's going to take us up to around 97% lock liquidity, guys. So I'm going to be doing that as soon as we get off of the stream. So you guys will notice that go up in the next probably few hours because it is a delayed process. Once I lock up the remaining of the liquidity pool, it'll take a few hours for it to basically reflect. But I just look at this. Remember I told you guys this drop right, all this stuff was us. We did this purposely. We had to unfortunately make some big sales and we put it all into liquidity, right? We added it all into liquidity, and from there on, I told you guys, I said this is the bottom. We're gonna start moving up, and if you really look at where we're at from where we came from, pretty much in the last 2 weeks. Let's see here, we've jumped up. It says 60%, but there's no way in hell because we dropped all the way down to 8 zeros. At the 60, we're all the way up to 7 zeros in the 15. So this is this has to be a few 100% that we've moved up in the last few weeks. So, like I said, we're just steadily moving, and we're getting back up to these prices. And when we get back up to these prices right here, you're not going to see these swings. You're not going to see these swings. If someone wants to paper hand and take profits, no problem whatsoever. But it's going to be very small little moves. You're not going to see these enormous swings. That's why we had to do what we did. So right now, if someone asks me, is it still a good time? I mean, you tell me. Look, the market cap right now is at $269,000 market cap, bro. $269,000. Take that in. Imagine when we run up to $10 million, right? Remember, I still have my predictions of $25 to $50 million easily for this project. And look where we're at right now. Telling you, it's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. Rug said I was drinking all night. Well, I wasn't. I wasn't drinking all night, bro. That's why, like, down in Florida, bro, we, well, I speak for myself, but it's like, right, you go outside right now, it's 90 degrees. The freaking sun is beaming. It's beautiful out, right? So you want to get near the water. We have a pool. I have a pool, so I'm going to get near the water. I'm going to lay out. My daughter's already laying out, so it's like you pop open a drink, even if it's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's like, who cares, right? That's why Jimmy Buffett had those songs where he's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's what he means. He's like, if he lived in Key West, he come out, it's absolutely paradise, right? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Who cares, bro? You're living in paradise. Pop open a drink and just live life, And I'm not encouraging people to drink. If you drink water and you're just as fine with that, perfectly fine. But, you guys know I have a little issue with my tea, right? Now, I see everyone's questions. But obviously, my boy EOS dropped a super chat, so I'm gonna jump on his question first, and then we'll circle back. We'll circle back on everything. All right. Thank you, EOS, for the $5 super chat. So he said, "Good morning, bro, from the East Coast. Please, can you check Kryptonite seller?" Yes, we'll check it out. Let me ask you this, EOS, Kryptonite seller. We've checked that out before. Is this on a Is it on DeFi? Let me see. Is this has to be on DeFi, right? It's not this. Wait, is it? Sui? It looks like it. EOS, is this the project that you speak of, brother? For future reference, try to give me the ecosystem, right? So whenever anybody asks me, like, hey, can you look at this? If you give me the ecosystem, what I'm saying, I can like literally pinpoint it. But I believe this is it, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me know. I'm waiting for you, brother. Shad, what's going on, brother? I'm going to check out Jasmy here in a second. I'm just waiting for EOS to respond. Gina said, what's your opinion on TARS AI? We'll check that out. And then she also, TARS. Okay, we'll check it out. Rob, what's going on? I'm Batman coming back with the 4chan. 4chan? Yes, this is it. All right. So since we talked about it last, you can obviously see that we drew a trend line, right? Well, the trend was heading down, and I'm not going to say that it necessarily broke the trend, but you can see that it broke the trend, came down to the bottom of the fib retracement, and it found that support, and now it looks like we can actually create a new trend line, and it looks like it's going towards the upside. So it looks like for now, this was the bottom, this 10 area right here. And I always tell you guys, you see how this 10, it was about to gain a 0, right? So that's where pretty much everybody was like, they felt like that was the mental spot for people to start buying in on the project. So you can see, obviously, like I said, trends pointing towards the upside. Market cap almost $10 million. Liquidity over $500,000. So the project looks legit. It looks legit. This obviously, hindsight 2020, was the best time to be accumulating. At this right here, looks like the bottom. But hopefully you'll continue to move towards the upside. Now you are going to have some obstacles. Obviously, obstacles meaning resistance. You have the this first fib, the 786, at around your 46 level, And then next is going to be your 618 as another spot for some big resistance. You can see it's hit its head multiple times on the 618. So hopefully, maybe in the next few days we're talking about the 618, right? Because that would be nothing but a good thing. Even if it's hitting its head, that means that you've run up like crazy on this project. So I guess the good news out of it is hopefully you were accumulating at the bottom right here, maybe adding to your bag. And it looks like you guys are slowly but surely starting to make your way up. So thank you again for the $5 super chat, EOS. I really do appreciate that, bro. Rob, what's going on? Gina said, when you get a chance, can you please check TAR's AI on Solana? I guess we can. TAR's AI? Good old TARS. So it's been out for about 3 weeks. Looks like it's it's not doing bad at all. So Gina, you already know what I'm gonna say, especially you're a member, so you already know. Couple things that I see immediately. First, obviously we have this all-time high at around 18.5 cents, but it looks like it's been holding the 236. So you already know, as long as it's staying above the 236, I'm gonna stay bullish and say that this thing probably will continue to retest those all-time highs and possibly break. The reason why I'm saying this thing most likely, if it stays the way it looks right now, this thing most likely will break this all-time high. Look at this W pattern. Look at this W pattern. Usually that will indicate that we're going up towards the upside, right? If it was the opposite and it was an M pattern, double top, you're going to be heading towards the downside. W pattern right here. W's in the chat for the win. This thing probably, if it can continue and really make this W, you're going to probably see it come up, retest this all-time high, and then most likely break it is what it looks like. So, but the project looks legit. I mean, right now, anything with AI in it is running, right? Anything with AI in it is running. Maybe not going crazy like what we've seen on particular AI projects during particular times, but I always feel like Corgi AI. You throw in some of these projects and you just throw AI at the end of it, and usually it'll bring in a certain kind of investors that'll come in because they're looking for AI projects to invest in. So we should have put No FUD Koala AI on the back of it. We would have probably been already at $1 billion market cap, right? But then I would add people like, hey, bro, so what's the AI technology on this? I'd have been like, yeah, Batman, that's exactly what I said the other day. So, like a few days ago, so Batman's comment said AI should run with NVIDIA, and that is 100% true. So the other day when NVIDIA came out with their earnings, I actually, literally an hour, because we do our stream during the weekdays at around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The market closed, they released their earnings, and we went on stream probably about an hour later. And this was a big thing that I was speaking of. I didn't get a lot of traction from anybody, but I announced it. I said, guys, listen, not crypto, but NVIDIA, right? AI. They just came out with their earnings. They shattered forecasts. I think it was like 6% above forecasted earnings. I was like, so this right here probably will be a positive reaction on anything that's related AI. So with me personally, what I did, and it really hasn't played out yet. I was looking. I was like, should I buy back in on Fetch? You guys know with Fetch, I was buying in Fetch at around 15 to 20 cents. You guys can go back and look at my videos from over a year ago with Screaming to the Moon's Fetch AI, right? Obviously, Fetch is at $2.30 now, and it actually ran up, I believe. What did we see? We saw $3.50 for Fetch AI. So this was a crazy pick that I picked out. Wait, look at these lines back here. You can't even see them. There's massive lines because over a year ago, when we were way back here, I was tracking it out, buying and buying and buying, right? Telling you guys, Fetch AI, Fetch AI. But it is what it is. This was during a bear market. So, a lot of people were like, bro, we're in a bear market. I'm like, this is when you get rich right here. So, but the point of what I'm getting to is I was going to get into Fetch AI, back into it, but my ego Bro, when you're buying in on a certain project at freaking pennies and now it's at like dollars, it's hard to buy in. It really is hard to buy back in. So, and I made some good money on Fetch. So what I did was I made a move, and it, like I said, it wasn't particularly, it's not like, oh man, I'm like right now I'm like ecstatic. This move is played out so well. I didn't go crazy, but I bought a nice position of ALI. Now, ALI is an AI project. The reason why I picked this project particularly is because you saw some nice gains, and in the last month or two, it has retraced, right? Well, the reason why I bought in particularly on ALI was because the market cap is so low. This is probably the smallest market cap AI project that you're going to find that's traded on big exchanges. $57 million market cap right now. So I ended up with the NVIDIA moved some assets. I had dry powder, and I moved some into ALI. Nothing too crazy to the point where I can kind of just let it sit. I bought in somewhere around this area right now, so it's kind of like I'm just if I'm up, it's barely anything, so I'm just leaving it be. If we do drop down to any of these levels, I'm going to continue to accumulate as far as the project. But you can see this thing will usually do this moves where it kind of goes dormant, and then it goes crazy, right? Dormant, and then goes crazy. We're back to being kind of dormant. Hopefully we go crazy, right? So if you guys check that out, you guys know I'm pretty transparent on a lot of my moves. I try to, I don't tell you what to do, but I tell you what I'm doing, and you can figure out, what's best for yourself. So let's see here. Let me check out Jasmy real quick, and then we're gonna pull up. I got everybody's questions lined up, so I'm gonna. If you've asked, I shall answer here in a second here. So Jasmy looks great, honestly. We were pointing this out yesterday. I was like, look at the trend, just going towards the upside. Finally broke out of this bear flag, right? I told you guys this. We've been mapping this bear flag for like the last bull flag, bull, not bear. We've been mapping this bull flag for the last what is this? It's been it's been like literally. I didn't start it off when it was over here, but I started it off probably around here. It's been probably 2 months. We've been mapping this bear flag, and I was like, listen, when this bear flag plays out, not guaranteed, but if and when, it's going to start ripping. Now, she hasn't ripped like, a god candle, but you can see the trend is pointing towards the upside. She's above 2 cents. I told you guys this yesterday. She was given good signs on Jasmy as far as finding that support above this 2 cent line, which is a big support level as of now. You guys can see she looks great. She looks amazing. Honestly, the whole market, like I told you guys, the fact that Bitcoin right now on a Saturday is sitting above 69,000 is a good thing, is a big thing that I don't think a lot of people are really taking in. They're like, "Oh, we're not at 70." We're we sat, or no, I'm sorry, not where we sat, but where we couldn't break for 3 years, which was 69,000, our recent all-time high back in 2021. We're finding support above that now. This is what we need. All those times back, and this all correlates with all this, but back, you go back on the charts when we broke above, and we're making all-time highs at 74, 73, we kept breaking below 69, right? If you guys see, we made all-time highs, we broke below 69. We really didn't get a confirmation where we were bouncing above. We did right here, right? We did bounce a few times, and it looks similar to what we're doing right now. We did, and then we kind of broke below. So we really haven't, and still even right now, we haven't really necessarily given me confirmation that I'm like, oh man, look at these beautiful, we're hanging around the 69 area, right? What I want to see, and I'm like, hell yeah, is I would like to see some consolidation of us maybe for the next week, running up and breaking above 70 and coming back down and just bouncing off this 69 being the low, where people are comfortable to buy in. That's what we're looking for. Once we see that, Bitcoin's going to rip to 80, 90,000 plus dollars, right? And the reason why I go back to Bitcoin, because then in correlation, everything else is going to do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why You know, we always go back to Bitcoin, obviously, right? We always go back because it's going to dictate the markets for right now. For a while, Bitcoin's going to dictate the markets. So, and another thing too, on top of Bitcoin is Ethereum, right? Ethereum's going to dictate our altcoin, the altcoin season, and when it gets engaged and we get into altcoin season. I've already told you guys this. Once we break above this 40,000 or 4,000, really this 4,100 level, and we stay above 41, same thing like I was saying with Bitcoin, we find support and 41 becomes a bottom, or at least 4,000 becomes a bottom, where people are like, hell yeah, it's at 4,000, and they feel comfortable buying in at that level. Altcoin season is gonna kick in, and your favorite altcoins are gonna start going absolutely parabolic. Told you guys this. Stand by it. It's happened already. This is what's going to happen. We haven't got the signs yet, but you can see we're right there. We're not far from there, guys. So, all right, let me see if I missed anything else. Let's see here. Gina, you know I got you, girl. So, 4chan. I'm Batman. Whatever happened, I know you said they came out with their documentary, right, on Netflix. I don't know, something with this project, Batman. This one, and there's a few other ones. I feel like it's a cult. I feel like you guys are like ready to like kill for this project. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I feel intimidated to. No, I'm just kidding. I don't feel intimidated for nothing. But what I'm kidding around. But I'm saying, like, I know you guys are like diehard, so it's like I don't want to. Not that there's any bad thing to say about the project, but like if there was, or if it didn't look good, I'd be like, ugh, like I feel bad having to break the news. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you guys are like, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys are like really like diehards for this project. Sip my water. So, I mean, for the project itself, it really looks like nothing too crazy, right? Obviously, you can see we had this downward trend. You can see we can even kind of move it over and see that there was a downward trend, obviously. Broke out of the downward trend. You can see found a bottom, not necessarily at the bottom of the fib, but right here at this 43. And since then, you can see it has been starting its way towards the upside. So, I mean, nothing too crazy. Kind of like that AI. I think, was it the AI project or the other one? One of the projects we just looked at, kind of the same thing. It broke out of the trend, but you can see it's not necessarily going parabolic like crazy, right? You can see it has had a nice move, and it's kind of hitting its head right here at the 618. So what I would say, for this to be to stay bullish, it needs to come back up and retest the 618 at the 91, and it needs to eventually find some support. That's when you're going to start seeing 4chan start breaking out. So, but I mean, it doesn't look bad, bro. It's still holding really well. Market cap over 5 million. Liquidity knocking right there at $1 million door. Looks like they have their locked liquidity pool. What are they at? 99.9, right? So it doesn't get any better. So, I mean, it doesn't look bad, bro. Especially if it seems like you guys are really diehard about it. So, as long as the devs stay active. Has a blacklist. Oof. Transfers pausable. I mean, I've already explained this about the transfer pausable. I understand why devs do it, but that could be a big sell-off point on some people that want to buy in. You know, because you know what that means. That means that they can particularly pick a wallet. You know, maybe a wallet's like, you know, maliciously, you know, dictating the markets, moving the markets too much. They can pause that wallet from buying and selling, right? So it's a little bit worrisome. Holy crap, I didn't realize the price. Do you guys see this? 13 zeros. 13 zeros. Look at this. This person just bought in $100 and got 1.5 quadrillion. Quadrillion. Holy crap. I wonder, what's the market? I mean, what's the circulating or total supply? It's not even going to, bro, hold on here. 100,000 million, billion, trillion. We've done this before, and I asked you guys, what is it? 100,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. What comes after quadrillion? What comes after quadrillion? I'm literally asking. Like, I don't even know. Don said, what do you think about MAGA? Don, you trying to start a freaking riot in here, bro? I try to stay not political, all right? Because I'm not trying to upset anybody on either side. Zillion? Is it really a zillion? That's crazy. So there's 100 zillion in total and max total supply. So you know why people will why they do this? Like when devs are creating tokens, why they are quadrillion? It's one of those freaking ones, dude. No, because it already isn't a quintillion. Could be. I don't know. You guys would have to Google it, but the reason why they do this is because, like this person just bought in $100, right? Like I just got 1.5 quadrillion. It makes you feel powerful, right? Makes you feel like you got more for your money versus if you'd have put $100 in and got 100 back, So that's why a lot of times you'll see these projects have massive. And I remember back in 2021, if you saw something that had 6 zeros, you're like, holy crap, right? Now these things are having 13 zeros. I mean, I understand from a marketing stance why they do it. It just makes people want to buy in more, because it makes you think you're getting more for your bang for your buck, right? In reality, I mean, it all comes out to the same, right? But it's just crazy, 13 zeros. Rug was saying, I was just going to say that was a ton of zeros. That's crazy, right? No, I understand. Like, and listen, Batman, I'm not bashing. I understand. Liquidity looks great. So it's at 13 zeros and it has beautiful liquidity, right? So if this thing was it's absolutely not possible. But if this thing was able to go to a penny, or even 0.1 of a penny, it would have to have like a market cap of like. We don't even know. I don't even think there's words to put out how many the number, of the market cap. It would be like 1,000 trillion times 1,000, like something, whatever the hell that comes out to, like something insane. But hell yeah, like I said, 618, brother, that's what you're looking for. At that 13 zeros 91. So crazy to say 13 zeros. So let's check out our Cronos and see what the hell's going on with Cronos right now. No worries, brother. You know I got you. Tim said, I've also seen others saying that this next leg up for Bitcoin could be its last before the bear market. What is your opinion, Crip? I don't know, man. It depends. It depends. So if this leg up was a longevity, like a long-term leg, meaning like, we start, let's say we're already kind of in the mix of our up running, right? And let's say it just slowly but surely runs for the next 8 months. I would agree with it, right? But if we're talking about a leg up, we run up to 80,000 and then that's it, and we're going right back down in 2 months. I don't agree. I don't agree whatsoever on that. Here's why. We have the elections coming up. I mean, we've been every day on our streams we're covering, things that are bearish and bullish, but mostly it seems like everything that's coming out for crypto is adoption. We just passed bills in Congress in regards to making crypto safer, right? Regulations are going to be coming. That's good for crypto. ETFs are dropping, right? We had Bitcoin's ETF, Ethereum's ETF. Now down the road, they're already talking about Solana or XRP ETFs. So I honestly, I don't agree with, thinking that, in the next few months that's going to be it and we're going right back into a bear market. You have to remember, we were in a bear market, for 2.5 years. 2.5 years, and that's only been 8 months ago. Maybe it's a little bit longer, but I mean, it's really hasn't been that long ago. So I really do think that we have at least another 8 months, a year of some solid growth in crypto with then maybe somewhat of some retracements, but who knows, right? We might get somebody else in office next year in the States. We might have a lot more positive things coming as far as with the government, with the states, with crypto, instead of, the SEC trying to attack crypto at every turn. So little things can easily dictate us from preventing us from going into a bear market, or basically kind of kicking that can down the road, and prolonging a bear market from occurring for the next few years, But if you look at the cycles and you believe in the 4-year cycles, we're due to go back into a bear market probably in the next year and a half. So that's pretty much where I would leave it. But obviously anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. So England, Bank of England said, CryptoFud, we haven't seen altcoins season yet. When do you think this will begin? So I've been saying this. I think two things. Ethereum. Remember I was telling you guys 4,000. Find support above 4,000. We're gonna start getting into altcoin season. You're gonna see Bitcoin's dominance start to drop. But I've also, even before the ETF for Ethereum, I've been saying that towards the end of this year is what I predict altcoin season is going to really be in effect. The end of this year. So I'm talking about September, October, somewhere around there is where we're going to probably start seeing Bitcoin's dominance start to reside. And you're going to see a lot more liquidity going into the altcoins. So looking at Bitcoin's dominance is at 53 right now, 53.1%. It is slowly coming down, but it's been teeter-tottering in the 53s. So, I mean, nothing yet, right? No indication that altcoin season's anywhere near as of now. So, I mean, what we're looking for Bitcoin dominance, which is up here, Bitcoin's dominance, we want to see it drop down into the 40s, right? When you start getting into like the mid-40s, that's when you're pretty much in altcoin season for the market. Volume, real quick, just because it stands out. Look at the volume. It's down 46% for today. So that just shows you guys, that's why Bitcoin's kind of just hanging around, literally sitting at 69,000, and it's just sitting there. Because volume is probably dead because of this weekend, because in the States we have Memorial Day, we have, everybody's out and about. Usually in the States, for all my people across the pond, it's summertime in the States. So if you're going by your lake, you're going by the, if you live by the water, if you have a pool, you're inland, you're going by the pool, you're hanging out with the family this weekend, right? So you're not really too involved, but all of us are diehards, so I don't give a crap where I'm at. If I'm on a boat, I got an iPhone 15, that bad boy can get wet. I'm watching the charts and I'm making moves if I have to. I'll be on the jet ski, one hand on the jet ski, and I'm still looking at NFK and stuff like that and trading. So that's just myself though. What's going on, Lee? Nice summertime over in England as well. Hell yeah. Do you guys in England, I mean, I know you have the ocean, but do you guys like go to the beach? Like how, like if you go to Florida, everybody's at the beach, like Hawaii. Do you guys go to the beach? Do you guys get waves? I'm always curious. I know, because I always watch, and I'm always curious. Portugal, over there by Spain, they have a spot where they have the biggest waves in the world during some part of the year. You're talking like 30, 40, 50-foot waves coming in. Insane. I know that's not far from England. Well, at least when I'm looking at the map, I'm sure it's far as hell. I'm sure it's far. So, real quick, for call has been on an upward trend. Like we've been saying, it looks like it found some kind of a bottom so far, and it has been moving. It's steadily every day. It has been going up slowly but surely, right? And this is kind of what you want to see with these projects. Now that it's kind of cooled down, you're seeing the swings come, a lot smaller swings, and we're making higher lows. So we'll have to see how this plays out for call, but honestly doesn't look bad at all. The charts don't look bad. Mary, let's see here. Mary just is doing its thing, right? Consolidating sideways. It has found that beautiful support at the 618. You can see even right now, but it's coming up and it's been hitting its head at the 0.5. So it's kind of been chopping between the 618 and the 0.5 for right now. So we'll have to see how it goes. For Mary, particularly, if this thing drops, I'm not saying it's going to, but if it does drop anything around the 786 or down, I'm probably going to be looking to jump in on Mary. Robin, I know a lot of people have been talking about Robin. Look at that. I think this was the crypto FUD effect yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, right? Wasn't it like every time we pull it up, it's running, and I kept just moving the fib retracement, and we come back, and like 2 minutes later, it'd make a new all-time high. The crypto FUD effect is real, guys. This is not just something that you see on Reddit, you know, and they're like, bro, you see this crypto FUD effect? You know, it's real. It is a real thing. It happens. Not every time, but it does. Somebody's going on Reddit right now searching that up. So Robin doesn't look bad at all, honestly. I mean, it's hanging around the 236. It just came off of a all-time high. It did bounce, but look where it's been respecting the trend for right now, and it's been steadily moving towards the upside. So doesn't look bad at all. Liquidity looks solid. Market cap still relatively low for a project that's been running too. So nice. Rob said he's bullish on Mary, and Dank of England came with the update. He said in England, Cornwall's beaches are beautiful, and yes, big waves and lots of surfers go there. Nice, bro. I tell you this, I don't have a big fascination on traveling across the world. I really don't. You know, there's, you know, we have some people, they want to travel the world, and I do want to travel the world. I don't know what it is, but like leaving the States, I feel like I am I don't know. You're in a whole nother world is what it feels like. And I guess I've seen too many documentaries about people trying to target Americans particularly, you know? So it's like, I just had family come back from Italy, and I'm not dissing Italy at all, but they were dealing with a bunch of like, I mean, people were literally, they literally whooped somebody's ass because someone was pickpocketing them, you know? And you might be able to get away with it with some Americans, but some Americans over here are nuts, right? And they ended up picking the wrong, and they literally were whooping. It was a whole little triad of these little pickpocketers, and you know, they were already kind of looking out for it, and someone ended up trying to do it. And what I'm getting to is like, I don't want to deal with that where you're like constantly looking over your shoulders, but it sucks because I'm so fascinated with the world, right? I want to go and travel the world and go see all the crazy things that like the world has to offer, you know. But at the same time, I'm just like so cautious on doing that, you know. So, but what I'm getting to is if I do leave the States, I think I would like to go to England. I really do, because my family that went over to Italy, they had a layover in London. They had it for one day, and they were like, man, we wish that we would have honestly went to London and stayed there for a while. They said it was so much fun. They were going to pubs. They were like, man, it was like almost like it was the closest thing that you could get to America being over there across the pond. And they were like, man, it was so much fun. They said the people were very nice for majority. I'm sure he's probably like, bro, people here are mean. You know, it is what you find that everywhere, right? Same thing over here. You go to certain places and people will like wave and say hello to you. And you go to some places and they're like looking at you like they want to like attack, you know? So can you check out Crab with Knife? Let's check it out. But I do want to. I feel like it's just a it's me personal. Like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. When I'm here in America, we have the right to bear arms. If you understand what I'm saying. So I'm always feel secure. When you go over there, you're in someone else's territory, right? So it's like I always hear about those stories of people that go missing and all kinds of stuff. So maybe one day I'll get rich enough and I can hire some massive security. And I can go over there and just feel secure. All right, so Crab with Knife. You know what's crazy is everybody stopped talking about Crab with Knife, right? Everybody's like not talking about it whatsoever, and I understand why. It's really fizzled out big time in regards to just, you know, the charts, the way they look. I know a lot of people are just like, you know, like screw this. It looks like the momentum has gone down a lot, right? Volume has come down a lot considered when they first were running. You know, they were having days $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 days with volume. Now it's at like 10,000, 13,000. So, you know, I understand. The one thing that I like, me personally, I told you guys, what I'm doing is because when we first started buying in on Crab, we were buying in when it was at 10 zeros, right? And then I sold. I don't remember where exactly I sold, but I 5x my money and moved on. Not dissing the project whatsoever. I just never really had too much of a I really wasn't too like, oh, I want to hold on to this. Like call was a little bit different, but this one it was not like, oh, I need to hold on to this for long term kind of thing. It was just like, all right, nice, I'm up 5x. I easily hit that sell button, right? And I didn't even catch the top. I was just like, I don't care. But what I'm getting to is if this does break below, I told you guys, if this breaks below this this support level right here at the 23, I'm looking for anything around that 10 zeros. So if it can just come, even if it doesn't break and it's at the 10 mark with 9 zeros, I'm probably going to start buying in and picking up a little bag, right? Because I'm expecting if something like that to happen, that might be the what it needs for people like myself, and I'm sure there's other people that will start buying in because it's at 10 zeros again, and you might see a nice run. Market cap is so low, right? So this won't take much for it to shoot off. So do I think the project's dead? Not necessarily, but they need to do something. They need to do something to liven it up for sure. Brett is cooking. Let's pull up Brett. Let's pull Brett up. What's crazy is when Brett dropped, everybody was in here, Brett. That's not my normal. Bro, this chart did this last time. I think it's because it's like all the way up here, right? Every time I pull up Brett, this is what happens. All right, there we go. Damn, Brett is cooking, bro. Look what our fib retracement was at. This was back when Brett dropped. This is what I was saying. When Brett dropped, it was back here. None of this happened yet, right? And we were talking about Brett. And what's crazy is we have our normal people that are all Cronos, but we had a lot of new people coming into the stream. They're like, "Can you check out Brett? Can you check out Brett?" It was like at least 10, 20 people every stream, right? And they died off. They stopped asking. So we haven't pulled up a fib retracement in a little while. But my gosh. Now you pull the chart up, and look at that. I'm going to move this fib retracement. Let's update this. So, I mean, look at that. Brett looks amazing, honestly. Brett, oh my God. Brett's at $575 million market cap. That's insane. That is insane. That's a solid, bro, that's a solid project. That project's technically bigger than Milady right now, if you really think about it. We're going back to Brett. I just thought about Milady. But that's crazy how big this project is. So, a couple of things. Obviously, beautiful trend going towards the upside for Brett. This is going to be kind of sloppy, but you can see what we're talking about here. Looks great running up. Right now, it is testing. It did break above the 236 briefly. Would like to see some support above the 236, which would be somewhere around the 66 mark. If it can find that support above the 236 for Brett, you're probably going to be looking at retesting all-time highs for Brett. I mean, you're not far at all from all-time highs. Let's see here. Yep, you're only about 30% away from all-time highs for Brett. So, I mean, it looks good. It really does look good. So, hell yeah, that's awesome. Base is killing it. Let's jump into some news articles real quick. So 3 questions about the SEC abrupt ETF, Ethereum ETF approval. So was the decision politically motivated? What does it mean for Ethereum going forward? And will other leading chains benefit too? You know what's crazy, guys? So you know what's crazy? Sorry, I was reading Prodigy coming in with his rude comments, but we'll get back to that here in a minute. But you know what's crazy is, remember, and I've been saying this, we're not getting political. We're not going to pick any side, right? I mean, I respect anybody, whatever side you lean towards, it is what it is. I've already expressed, you go back a few months ago, I've been telling you guys this. Before any candidate really got behind crypto, I was telling you, mark my words, whoever starts getting behind crypto, you're gonna see some you're gonna probably see a lot of people swinging to that side. No Diddy, right? And we started seeing articles where, and the reason why I thought of this was because I was like, wow, we read an article that said that 60 million people just in America are holding or have traded crypto in the last year, right? So you have a lot of people that care about crypto. And this current administration, remember, I am not bashing anybody. I'm just giving you facts. This current administration, which is, he runs this guy right here, this little weasel, has been attacking crypto, right? And not just crypto. They've been trying to attack anything, any of your investments. This current administration, what tried to propose, it got denied, but about a month or two ago, it wasn't too big because they didn't really want you to know about it. They proposed a 48% capital gains tax on unrealized gains. And I've said this, I want you guys to understand what that means. That means if you bought in on Bitcoin when it was at 50,000 and now it's at 60,000. Let's just say you're up $10,000. You haven't sold anything yet, but you're up 10,000. They want you to report that in your taxes, and they want you to give them 48% of that, those taxes that you haven't even, off those profits you haven't even made yet. Take that in. It got thrown out. And now the same people that were proposing that are changing their tune to now they're like, oh yeah, they're getting pro crypto. And this is what pretty much this article is saying. Was this decision politically motivated? When I tell you that this guy is running with the current administration, he is. And if the other guy wins, mark my words, this guy is gone. He's gone. Right? And he knows it. So now what are they doing? They're trying to team up, and now that's probably why. There could be a big reason why Ethereum ETF was quickly approved, right? So I'm tinfoil hat on, just throwing it out there, you know. So the U.S. Security Exchange, the SEC, confirmed yesterday it has approved a critical rule changes to allow for exchange-traded funds holding Ethereum native tokens. Ethereum. A lot of people were caught off guard considering that the last week's nearly everyone from Bloomberg analysts to prediction markets thought it was a lost cause. It never really made sense to me why the SEC chairman Gary Gensler, Dirty Gary is what they call him, would hold out on approving these spot ETF products, considering how the agency was embarrassed during the proactive fight over listing Bitcoin's ETFs, right? Fighting so hard, right, for Bitcoin not to get the ETFs, and look at this. Ethereum gets approved. Ain't it kind of weird? You're going to see some weird things happening in the next few months because we have elections coming up in the States in November, right? So the recall that a 3-person panel of judges and an appeals court called the SEC's reasoning for denying spot Bitcoin funds arbitrary and capricious. I know I didn't pronounce that right. As it had already approved Bitcoin futures products that did substantially the same thing. The same situation has been true for Ethereum as well, and is likely that some firm would have been happy to litigate the matter in the same way Digital Currency Group went to bat for Bitcoin's ETF. So this time around, the SEC's decision seems just as arbitrary, just in the opposite direction. In an interview with CoinDesk hours before the approval became public, Gensler said he'd follow how the courts interpret the law, and that the DC Circuit took a different view, and we took that into consideration and pivoted. Basically what they're saying is this right here. Was the decision politically motivated? Why did it seem like this was so smooth sailings for the ETF for Ethereum? And especially if you guys remember, Gary just a year ago, or not even a year ago, a few months ago, was saying that Ethereum was a security, right? Now, I mean, it was like, it felt like it got announced, oh, there possibly could be ETFs for Ethereum, and then boom, a week later it's approved. A little fishy here. Milady is always on our mind. You know that, Gina. Prodigy said, shut up, I say, and drink some twisted tea. Oh, see, I ain't even gonna repeat that. Yeah, he said, Diddy T, I'm fully up now. Did you guys see that? Prodigy said Diddy T has him fully up now. Oh, man. Yeah, so I mean, I just wanted to bring this up. I don't care where you fall in politically, could care less, but just understand that it seems like one side is really just manipulating and really just trying to get your vote, and then the other, maybe both sides are doing that, right? Maybe both sides are doing that. So who knows? Who knows, man? Let's see here. This is probably, when did this come out? This came out 24th. This was yesterday, so this is probably all old. It's probably old. What is Milady doing right now? How's she looking? Is Milady cooking? I'm going to start saying that now. Are we cooking? Brett's cooking, bro. Is Milady cooking? What's she cooking? So she broke above the 20 again. That looks good. Big spot for some resistance is obviously at 19.6 right here. So we're looking at the daily. Let's pull up the 2 hour and see what she's doing. Okay. So you guys can see we are above the 20, but what I would like to see is us find that support above this 19.6, 19.7 area. That's what I want to see as some support. Look at this W pattern shot us up, and then you can see that's where we're at right now. But at the end of the day, Milady is looking great. She's still looking very bullish, looking good. We had this beautiful run up, and we're still holding majority of those gains, and that's pretty much what the majority of the market's doing right now. It's holding a lot of its gains, especially NFK. So Prodigy said Solana will be the next ETF, so I'm gonna buy a couple of that. Mark my words. Hell yeah, bro. And that's why, Prodigy, that's why, obviously you're part of the dev team, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything you're doing. You already know that's why, us going on to building NFK, No FUD Koala token on the Solana network is just, I was telling you this yesterday, telling everybody like how much more bullish I am on Solana now. Like, I'm so bullish on Solana, and even if we don't get an ETF approved for Solana till 6 months down the road, a year down the road, who cares? The fact that we built off this ecosystem, I think Solana is going to rip in this next bull run. I really do. And I think that Solana is going to be right there in the top 3 market caps. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. I think Solana is going to dethrone like Tether, and all the stable coins that are holding up there. So, Crypto Tip, what's going on, girl? This is my Tampa girl. I haven't seen her here in a while. She said, good morning, Crypto FUD. I love me, lady. Millionaire soon, baby. There you go. I hear you. And then she came with the, oh, Lord. Every time you say that, I think of Medea. Like, help me, Lord. Yeah. Troy, what's going on, brother? Jane said, do you think Call can delete 3 zeros in the next bull run? How much market cap will that be? Call 3 zeros? I mean, that's a power move right there, bro. Market cap, where would that be? That would put them at 4 zeros. That would probably put the market cap. Now, I'm not doing it with the calculator. I'm just saying that would probably put the market cap at around $1 billion. So do I think that it can do that? I wouldn't say no, right? I wouldn't say no, but that's a massive move right there. $1 billion market cap. So like I said, I mean, anything's possible. The only reason why I like, if this was a Solana project, I would be like, hell yeah. Like it easily can make it up there, at least 500 million, right? The fact that it's on Cronos, I think is great, but you have to remember the money that comes into Cronos is not as much as like Ethereum, Solana, a lot of these bigger chains. So for them to get to $1 billion market cap would take a massive amount of money, right? So do I think it can happen? Most definitely. Do I think it will happen? Maybe not $1 billion. But I think in the bull run, if they can continue to run, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a market cap of maybe $300-500 million possibly for Call, which is a massive move from where it's at right now. Gina said, Milady is cooking fried chicken. Uh-oh. Pink, what's going on? I haven't seen you here a while. Said, I just got in on the live chat. Can you explain the approval of the Ethereum, how it works, and what effects it takes on me, ladies, please? So to sum it all up, we covered this live the day that it happened a few days ago. Ethereum did get approved for its ETF, the ETF for Ethereum, but it still has a couple little things that it needs to tweak for it to fully go traded on the stock market. How will this affect Ethereum? Well, it's going to bring in a lot of revenue, a lot of money coming into Ethereum. A lot of people that don't traditionally trade on crypto now will get exposed to an Ethereum ETF. We're talking about the big wigs and people that just trade stock market. Now they can trade Ethereum basically, or a price mirrored to Ethereum via ETFs, right? So obviously this could be a big thing. We've seen how well it's worked for Bitcoin. I think it's going to do the same for Ethereum. It might have a little bit of bumpiness as it starts off, but I do think long term going to be very, very big, not only for Ethereum but for the market, because a couple things. Milady is traded on Ethereum, right? I don't think, we've already explained this, I don't think Ethereum's price is going to necessarily indirectly dictate Milady's price, but Milady is going to dictate the altcoins, right? Or I'm sorry, Ethereum is going to dictate the altcoins. Ethereum is the cream of the crop for alts, the biggest altcoin that's ever been and ever is right now, right? So when Ethereum starts breaking certain levels, which we have at around 4,000, once it starts breaking 4,000 and staying above 4,000, you're going to see altcoins running. That's when you're going to see Milady really starting to take off. And then obviously, Milady being part of the Ethereum network is only a plus, as far as, just being, on their ecosystem. So, Crypto Tip said, boy, you so crazy. Ay. All right, so let's see here. Pooh is taking off, and Prodigy, thank you for reminding me. So, as of last night, our NFT competition is concluded. We will be announcing the winners as we speak, or not as we speak, but probably today. We need to just gather the wallets. Like I said, first place is going to get $100 in NFK. Second place is going to get $50 in NFK. And third place is going to get $25 in NFK. So we'll see. We'll find out the wallets. We will announce that. If you guys aren't already, and I'm going to post it right now, you guys, if you can, join our Discord. Even if you're not active on Discord, just join Discord. It's free. Not only for NFK, but we have other plays going on. This is a way for you to get connected to me, Prodigy, our dev team, the whole Crypto FUD community. We're all in on the Discord, right? So if you ever ask Gina, you still in here, girl? She had a lot of questions starting, right, when she first started the journey, and she can explain to you guys how much she has gotten back from just being in the Discord, just her questions and stuff like that, and everybody, Troy, the whole gang, we all have questions. Even myself sometimes has questions, and I'm picking up stuff from the Discord that I haven't seen on the news or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to drop it on right now, the Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Like I said, it's free to join. You're honestly only benefiting if you join. Let's see here. It's a process for me to get the link and drop it on here, but here it is right here. So I just dropped it in the chat. Like I said, even if you're like, what the hell is Discord? Just download Discord. You have the link right there. Come join. Pin. And so we're going to be announcing the winners for the NFT competition. And if you guys are still interested, only $5 to buy NFTs. You guys can get legendaries. People have been picking up some solid NFTs. Let me see here. So I dropped the link as well for you to directly mint your own NFTs for NFK as well. So Fajirio said, "You will feel like home in our Discord." Yeah. Shout out to the whole Discord. Canary said, "Pooh reaching 20+ million in volume yesterday. This token will be up there with Milady." Let's check out Pooh real quick. It's so funny. You guys remember that? Well, I know you don't remember. When Pooh dropped, there was a guy that came in here, and I'm talking, and he's like, "Pooh," and then he comes back. He's like, "Pooh." right? And he's like, poo, poo, poo. And I'm like, finally I stopped the show. I said, bro, listen, if you don't like the stream, kick rocks. I was like, why you keep saying poo, poo in the chat? And he's like, no, bro. I was saying, can you check out poo that just dropped? And I'm like, oh, my bad, dude. I was like, my bad, bro. So let's see here, so you guys can see. We had an old fib retracement. So Pooh's not doing bad. It's running almost a $20 million market cap, so it's up there. Liquidity looking around $2 million. So it looks like it's finally found that bottom. You know, it consolidated for a while, and it looks like it's finally gotten traction, and it's starting to, it's starting to run. So couple things. 618, you're going to need to have that support at the 618, which is going to be somewhere around the 70s and the 46. If you can find that support above the 76, right, or the 618 at around the 46, right, you'll probably get that support, and then you can keep coming up and retesting this 0.5 right here at the 59. You can see it did break above the 0.5, but didn't find any support, and it broke basically below even the 618. So coming up to retest those levels, get that support on the 618 and start knocking on 0.5's door until you break through. But trend, you can see, looks absolutely looks beautiful. It just looks magnificent. Look at that. Nice trend towards the upside. So hopefully you guys can keep it up. Canary said you always tell that corny ass joke. Canary, pull up, bro. Pull up. I'm just kidding. Well, you know what? I always remember it whenever you guys come once every 4 weeks and ask me to pull up this chart. I'm always thinking about that. My bad, bro. I won't come up with no corny jokes, all right? Some people say they like my jokes. Jeez. Well, if you guys don't get any more jokes in the stream, you guys can thank Canary, because he said that all my jokes are corny. So I guess I'm not gonna be saying any more jokes. So just kidding. You guys know I can't go a whole stream without saying jokes. You guys know that. Canary isn't stopping our jokes around here. Gina, don't be giving Prodigy those Google eyes. Don't do that. You're boosting up his head. No diddy. Don't give him those googly eyes. Take those googly eyes away. Thank you, Rosales. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. They said they love my jokes. Robert said those corny jokes are part of your charm. And I'm pretty sure that's a compliment. So I'm going to take that. Thank you so much, Robert. Prodigy, don't be over there like with your little smiling just because Gina's over here giving you googly eyes. I'm just messing with you guys. Jane said Corgi AI is skyrocketing. And you know what's funny is who's been calling Corgi AI out? Huh? Who's been calling it out in the last few months while everybody wanted to give up on Corgi AI? Yeah. It was this cornball over here, according to Canary. Yeah, Corgi looks good. Corgi broke out of the trend, looking crazy. Market cap coming back up towards that $1 billion market cap. Insane. That shit's crazy. $1 billion market cap. Robert said, how do I get my green star? You have to hit the join button. Become a member. Oh, and thank you for reminding me. Tomorrow we're having our members only stream, guys. Tomorrow we will be having our members only stream, and I will be giving everybody the update on the airdrop that we're going to be having in the next few weeks for the members only for NFK. So tomorrow we will have we'll have our members only stream, and then we'll have our regular stream followed right after that. So I'll announce the time for the members only in the Discord tonight or tomorrow. Pink said, I remember that live with the poo guy. You scolded that guy. And then I felt terrible I felt terrible after. I honestly, I did. I felt terrible because I snapped on him real quick. And then I was like, wait. It's because somebody else was like, no, bro, there's a project called Poo. And I was like, oh, really? I'm like, damn. Now I feel terrible over here. I'm sitting over here like, bro, is there anything else you need, man? I felt so bad. Oh, man. Yeah, Gina, don't be giving him the googly eyes, all right? Because then I got to hear about it. No more googly eyes for him, all right? Prodigy's over there. Man, he's a hater. No, I'm not. I don't need your head all boosted up, you know? And then we got to deal with it in the Discord, you know? So, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. So let's do a quick retrace because it's Sunday, guys. I got to go out and go work on my tan, right? It's almost 12 o'clock, so right when I end this stream, I told you guys I'm going to finish the liquidity pool. We're going to bring the liquidity pool up to, I think it's going to be roughly around 97, 98, and that's pretty much all the liquidity pool that we'll have to lock. I might be able to try to get it up to 100. I'll have to see what I have to do, but it'll be up to about 97, which is freaking solid. Liquidity pool locked at 97+%. So, I mean, that's solid right there. So I'm going to do that after the stream. It's almost 12. So I'm going to crack open a nice cold iced tea, right? I'm going to be chilling today, guys. So if you guys need anything from me, make sure you hit me up in the Discord. I'll be active all day in the Discord. But as far as the just recap, Bitcoin right now is sitting literally at that 69,000 mark. So we're looking great, guys. We're looking fabulous. We would like to hold this. Tomorrow is Sunday. We're going into a Memorial Day on Monday. The markets will be closed for stock markets. So maybe we might see a little bit of a retracement. But for the most part, we're looking good. We're looking good, guys. Everything seems to be running in the right direction. So we'll see what this week brings and what these next few weeks brings. Like I told you guys a while back, remember, 6 to 8 weeks after the post-halving is usually when it starts to take off. And we're pretty much at those levels now. So we'll see how everything goes. Milady looking beautiful as well. Sitting right there at that 19. She didn't break below the 17.9 where I said I was going to be buying or adding to the bag. So not upset about it whatsoever, but I'll keep monitoring. But for now, she looks absolutely solid, holding a lot of these gains. So we'll take it, right? We will take it. Hold on here. Hold on. Oh, there we go, Gina. Thank you so much. She's Google-eyeing me now. I appreciate that, Gina. Yeah, Prodigy, it is like that, bro. It is like that. I'm just kidding, guys. But I appreciate everything, guys. Make sure, before you leave, make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. If you guys are able to, you might have to get on a computer or a tablet. Hit the join button. Become a member. We have our member-only stream tomorrow. We're going to be talking about how to be a better trader. And also, we're going to be giving out the information in regards to the airdrop. And also, guys, listen, don't leave yet. Listen, we have the NFT competition that just ended last night. I'm going to be getting with Prodigy right after the stream, and we're going to be finding out who the top 3 NFT winners are. All right, so and maybe if it's something close where, let's say, one, obviously wins, 2 wins, and let's say number 3, and there's somebody right under 3, and they're like right next to each other. We're even gonna bless the 4th person as well. Honestly, all right, because at the end of the day, we appreciate you guys. Not only are you getting a beautiful collection in NFTs, but remember what we said. Everything that we generate from the NFTs is going. That's why our liquidity has run up, because we're just literally, we're not making buys. We're just dropping it into liquidity, all into liquidity. So the project just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger as we build. So that's the game plan, guys. Again, I thank each and every one of you guys. I really do. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for spending time with myself and everybody else. Go out if it's a great day today and you're off work. Go enjoy yourselves. Take yourself off the charts for a little while. Join our Discord. Like I said, hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tomorrow we'll be right back here, members only stream. If you need anything from me, join the Discord. I'll be in there. And make sure you guys keep adding to your bag for NFK, because we're going. You want to talk about $1 billion market cap? We're going there. We're on Solana Network, so we're heading straight to $1 billion, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see each and every one of you guys in the Discord, or I'll see you tomorrow.